In the Middle Ages, public baths were a common practice for hygiene, but the hygiene standards were questionable. These communal baths were so crowded and infested with lice that it became a norm for people to wear lice caps while bathing. It was essentially a cap made of fabric that covered your hair to keep lice from crawling into it. Talk about not getting a break from the pests. During the 16th century, syphilis was rampant across Europe, and doctors tried everything to treat it, including mercury fumigation. Patients would sit in a small chamber with heated mercury, believing that breathing in the toxic fumes would sweat out the disease. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. But the practice became so widespread that entire rooms were dedicated to this potentially deadly treatment. Then there was the French royal court in the 18th century, which had its own peculiar approach to matters of love. In order to increase France's royal lineage, King Louis XV reportedly employed sex coaches to help his courtiers perform better in the bedroom. These professionals were brought in to ensure that courtiers could produce heirs and secure royal alliances. If only today's dating advice was so hands-on. Speaking of strange practices, in ancient Rome, gladiator sweat was believed to have medicinal powers. Wealthy Roman women would collect the sweat from victorious gladiators and use it as part of beauty treatments, hoping it would make their skin smoother or even enhance fertility. While we might cringe at the thought, it was considered a luxury in those times. And let's not forget the medieval obsession with toad venom. Many believed that rubbing toad skin on your body could cure all sorts of ailments, from warts to bad luck. In fact, one of the most famous witches of the time, Alessandra, was accused of using toads as her main source of magic. Some people even believed toad venom could give you the power of invisibility, if only she had a good marketing campaign.